Okay. Better? Did that fix it? What the hell? It looks on. Everything seems to be working just fine. Nothing. Yes, what? Yes, you can hear me? Good? Ah, awesome. Son of a bitch! Don't touch it. I can for real, man. All right, so, all right, let me get back to it. Okay, we're all good. We're listening, yes. What I was saying, sorry, I usually never have audio problems, and this is why I prepare. But today was like, hey, I just got something delivered. I figured let me go on live because people ask me, they keep on telling me, hey, can you go live more often so we have questions? Whatever the case. And I said, fine, I could do that, no problem. This is going to be more of an impromptu one, but I do have something to discuss. And that is going to be reselling strategies for 2025. If you guys have questions on that, let me know in the comments. I have my comments over here and my camera's over here, just so you know. Okay, while we do that, while you guys ask questions and I answer, I'm going to be unboxing my Creality K1 Max, which is down here. You guys can't see it yet, but so for those of you that follow the channel at all, I had bought the Cheedy Plus 4 3D printer and I printed some prints, but the Cheedy Plus 4 went to shit within like 10 days. The nozzle was overheating. It was overheating to like 320 degrees Celsius, which is insanely hot. It even there was like smoke in here, and I was like, you know what, bro, I'm done. So I sent that bitch back, and I got myself a different brand because we are gonna be doing a line of 3D printers when we start really printing for reselling or for selling. But this year we're gonna be getting a line of printers, and I need to find the printer because all printers have issues, but I need to find the best printer to invest in long term. My brother and I are going to be doing a series of printers, so it's going to be some here and some where he lives. That way, if I get sick or if something happens to me, he can still keep going and vice versa. So that's the way my business continues to run because I have my brother and another partner. It's a silent partner that when things go awry, when there are issues, we do that. So reselling strategies for 2025. Well, first let me open this. Stickers and installation guide. I need to make a room over here. But reselling strategies for 2025. So what do they look like? For me, I'm getting rid of stuff like this. These are breakables. Although I love this, it is signed at the bottom. I'm getting rid of a lot of the breakables because they are, I mean, if you guys have done any kind of breakables before, you would understand that it's a pain in the ass sometimes to ship. You don't want to break them. You got to put a bunch of bubble wrap. It's expensive. So I figured, okay, my only breakables from here on out that I will carry have to carry a price point of $50 or more. If not, I won't buy them. And I already proved this to myself because I saw a bunch of things that I normally would have picked up because I thought they were nice and they looked cool or whatever, right? But then I said, nope, I got to skip them due to the fact that I said that I was not going to pick up anything under 50. And the one that I did pick up over 50 was a little mouse ceramic figurine that I bought for, shit, if I remember correctly, $37.50, or my girl bought it for $37.50 on an estate sale, and we ended up selling it for like $150, which is great. And I'll take it any day. All right. Take Back America, LOJ Blake. I see you guys on here. I can't put you on the screen, by the way, because I'm on a different program. But thank you very much for getting on. If you guys are still on, or if somebody's on, just to make sure that this is still working and audio is good, please leave me a comment. Anything will do. So anyways, as I was saying, as I continue to change my business in 2025, screen and plug. As I continue to change my business in 2025, I am going to be making a whole ton of changes. And one of them is no breakables. My goodness, these guys couldn't put any handles on this or what? This thing is heavy, by the way. So if you guys hear me doing stuff like that, I'm not insane. God damn. Seriously, there's no handles. I guess I'm going to have to do this the old man strong way. But how am I going to get it out? Okay, so I'd like to know what kind of strategies you guys are implementing that you hadn't before for 2025. Woof. This bitch is big. Wait. There we go. So what kind of strategies are you guys implementing that are going to make you money? Because I can tell you now, first off, I implemented this in 2024 and I made the resale loop and it's done really well. We have so far 130 that you guys can see, like 140 sales online on eBay, and I've done local sales and I've done other sales. So we're doing fairly well with that, with this product. So we're going to be making more products as we go along. Thank you very much. We're going to be making more products as we go along. The products I can't release yet because some of them we are gonna look into making a copyright or making a trademark, like trademarking the names, trademarking the figures, trademarking the way they look, and so on. So that way, when somebody tries to steal it, because trust me, they do. People try to steal them all the time. At least we have some type of ammunition so our lawyer can fight against it. So we are going to be doing that in 2025. I don't know exactly which ones we're going to finish because we are looking at a bunch of different products, but we are going to do that. One other thing, or one other strategy that I'm getting rid of in 2025 is books. As you guys see back here, oh, sorry. Here. Books. I am not going to sell books unless they bring me $20 or more in profit, which is decent for a book. Because books usually online, you get them, you have to get them for cents to make any money, right? So if it doesn't make me 20 bucks or more, I'm not gonna be carrying them anymore. I used to, or I mean, not used to love it. I do love using like collecting Bibles, things like that. However, they just weren't making enough money and they were taking up too much space and they're too heavy. Okay, Take Back America says, so I'm trying to get better in higher end items. Okay. I literally am having another 12 by 12 shed built right now. Awesome. Need more space. What kind of items are we talking about, brother? Let me know because I want to know what you're working with to see if it's something that I consider myself a professional in, because I am doing the same. So I'm going to start picking up more. As much as people continue to talk shit online in one of my videos that I shot, I'm going to do stuff like this. This is an Onkyo receiver. I just need to test it, and I'm not going to test it today, but the testing isn't difficult at all. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be getting more. Take Back America says clothing, shoes mainly right now. Okay. Awesome. So that means that you're going to be getting higher end brands. Actually, I do clothing and shoes as well. I did some today. I don't know where they're at. I think oh, look. Let me just show you one, not this one. There's a real good one that I picked up today. Cody James. I picked it up for $1. Cody James is a decent brand, like this shirt, short sleeve with the buttons, the nice buttons. Sorry. With the nice buttons, will bring in about, I've sold Cody James up to like $40 or $50, but this one, because it's short sleeve, I'll probably do about 26 bucks, maybe $24, and that's an excellent return for a $1 investment, right? So that's something. Let's see. It's Susie Q. What's up, Susie Q? How you doing? Take Back America says that I'm fixing my old listings from how I used to list. It's a pain in the ass, but it has to be done. Okay. I don't know exactly what you were doing, but fixing something because it's not working is definitely, it's always good. I'm going to take your cheap books. That's funny. Susie Q says, I'm going to take your cheap books. I do have a lot of books. I'm getting rid of them. I'm giving them out to, who knows, a lady was supposed to come and pick them up, but we'll see. Because, people say things. People say things and then sometimes they don't do things. Okay, Take Back America says I have someone that sources for me in Rhode Island, but extremely high end. Okay, what is extremely high end? $100 price point, $80 price point, because that's good. And if you can get more people, there we go. If you can get more people to do that for you, to source, it's way better than you going out and sourcing every freaking day. Because I have to do that sometimes. I do have people to source, but they source other items that are not what we're talking about right now. Okay, Suzy Q says I'm going to finish selling all my professional stuff. My sale world isn't to grow a business. Okay, I understand. You know what? If you're in it to make money and to, because I know your situation. If you're in it to make money and to do whatever it is that you want to do with your money, that's fine. You know, a lot of the times we get on these channels and everybody assumes that you want to be a millionaire off of reselling, that you want to do $100,000 in reselling, that you want to do all this kind of stuff during reselling, right? And sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes people are just getting into it for part-time income because they want to take a vacation, because whatever. And that's okay. That's not me, but that's okay. That's a Pearl Snap, great brand. Yes, it is. I love this brand. Up to $200 or more. It says Take Back America. Those are the high-end brands. That's awesome. I wonder what you are picking up. Cost of goods are $12 roughly per item. Bro, $12 per item is nothing. That is a great price point if they're actually going up that high. So my rule of thumb for pre-owned product is 2 to 3 times my money. Preferably. Sometimes 1.5 my money is fine, but 2 to 3 times my money, because pre-owned items sometimes tend to sit a little longer than new items. And then new items, it's 30% on my money. So for every $10, I make 3. And usually it's retail arbitrage and stuff. When it's my item, where the hell did I leave it? There you go. When it's my item, this has to have a way larger markup, a way larger margin, because if not, I won't take the time. Because so that seems like, oh, you know, it's a super easy tool. He's like, yeah, but it took me months to think about what problems are there. And then I started drawing things, right? And I drew that like in 15 minutes. But the process of finding a product that you're going to invest time and money in, first off, we have to draw it. And then I have to make it into an STL file, which is like a 3D model file, like in AutoCAD. And then I have to make it into a G-code file, which is a slicer file. That means that that's what this thing accepts, so it can understand how to mold whatever you're making. And then I have to pitch it. And then, you know, the photos, and I have to pitch it. And then I got to make sure it moves. And all that time, that's where the money, or that's where the cost is coming from. That's why a lot of the times I gotta really think about what I'm doing, because I don't want to be just selling whatever or wasting my time doing whatever. Okay, Suzy Q says I'm sourcing my storage because I have health issues and need a car. Yep, I remember you said that. Goal is to get rid of the death pile. Awesome. So remember, death piles happen for a couple of reasons. And number one is because you're not invested in the product that you bought. Or maybe you bought it all up front. Fine. Then stop buying product and start listing more stuff. That's it. And you start by doing one at a time. I know that it's like, well, duh. It's like, well, you know what? A lot of people get so frustrated and then they just leave the death pile, and they leave the death pile, and it keeps piling. And this way it becomes a pile. It was probably one item that turned into 4 and turned into 8. And then it keeps, you know, piling up. So when you start with one item and start listing and you keep going, then that's what's gonna kill the death pile, and hopefully you won't go back to it. Like, for example, all this, there's items in here that I'm gonna get rid of, but that's not supposed to be there. Most of this stuff is personal items that I brought over here because I needed some space. And then look at that, it's fairly clean. These are all gonna get listed today. These are gonna get listed today. Robert, if you're watching this, check it out, bro. I bought these for $6. $6. And these are, wait, which are these? I think they're Belleville. Well, they're Gore-Tex for sure, but They're McRae footwear. So I can get about $40 to $45 for these. And they're in excellent condition. Well, sorry. According to eBay now, they're in good condition. Because they do have some manchas. They have a little bit of stains on the side. But I just wanted to show you guys. Oh, and I am getting into media this year. I mean, I do media already, but I'm getting more into media. Media always sells. Like, for example, I just bought the entire series, the entire run of Nip Tuck. Actually, almost the entire run. I think I'm missing one season, but that's okay. So what I started doing is that I start collecting these. Like, this is season 1 and 2. I'm missing 2 seasons. So I'll start buying them, and eventually they make up the seasons. And that's kind of like starting a death pile, but not really, because that is part of the business of how I'm getting these sets built, because I don't want to do just 50 cents or $1 on media. I want to make more than that. So that's one of the things, or these are some of the things that I'm going to change in 2025. Okay, hold on. Next week, am I going to start on the second craft store we discussed in the FAQ? Awesome. I love it. You're going to do so much better, because people that want, especially crafts, they don't want to look at any other bullshit. They don't want to go look at electronics. They don't want to go look at health and beauty. They're like, bro, I just want crafts. And that is a very specific niche. Very specific niche. Obviously, or maybe it might not be obvious to most people, but it is mostly female. And women, when they are, in my experience, when they are looking for something, they don't want to have too many options. They just want to go, I want to look at purses today, and I don't give a shit about anything else. So therefore, show me the purses. So if you do the craft store, I think you'll do well. By the way, she is referencing What the FAQ Thursdays. If you guys are not part of the Resolutions Posse, it starts at around $3. And it goes up and depends. But you guys can join the What the FAQ Thursdays. On Wednesdays, I send out a post. You get to ask 2 questions, and I deep dive on Thursdays. A very unedited, raw. I mean, I'm usually unedited anyways, but here I edit myself a little bit, because if it's public, the algorithm sometimes will block my videos. So I gotta chill, especially with the cuss words. But in any case, on Thursdays, I do an unedited raw footage deep dive into whatever it is that people are asking me, and it's reseller related or not. I get all kinds of questions, and it's awesome because they're about an hour long, and I really do get into a lot of different topics. And we talk about things that sometimes are good, sometimes they're bad, but I will always give it to you straight, what from my experience, from my point of view. And it has helped a ton of people before. So that's what she's talking about. If you guys ever want to join, just click the join button down below. Take Back America says, J. Jill, Diane Fonstein, Rothy's, should dolls kill Eileen Fisher, love Moschino. Ooh, Moschino's good. Anthropology, Rebecca Taylor. Okay, so you're mentioning a ton of women's items. I can tell you right now that I don't do a lot of women's category. I find it a lot more difficult, and I find it a lot more problematic, because women tend to be more picky. They just are. You know, you sell something, they try it on, and it look nice in the picture. When they get home, depends on how they feel that day. It might fit the right way or not. And this is my experience, by the way. So whoever's going to be talking shit, then that's fine. Just leave it in the comments. And I get a lot of returns. I used to do some women's, and I just don't like to. Men are a lot easier to please for the most part. But men are also like, either you like it or you don't. And if you don't, I don't care what I say. They're just going to return it. No matter what I say, they're like, bro, just give me my money back and I'll keep going to my next thing. I would love to get more into that, but I don't know. I struggle with that. I've gone out with my girl to look at brands, and she tells me about fits and stuff, and if I really don't care, then I don't want to get into it, because then my heart will be into it, and that's when death piles happen. And I can tell you, because I'm looking at about 8 items in that area right there that are women's clothing that have been there for 2 months, and I'm going to get rid of because I'm going to give them away to somebody. But they were just there because I didn't want to do them. But the men's stuff, boom, they were quick. And my number 1 category last year was button downs, men's button downs, either short sleeve or long sleeve, but button downs. I did a large portion of the eBay store that you guys see, Resolutions, is the button downs. That's where my money came from, which is great. I love it. Okay, back to the flipper. Says I just finished my first year of reselling and learned a lot. Trial and error. That's great. I love trial and error. I learned a lot from you and your channel as well. So thank you. You're very welcome. I really hope that you do, because I understand how much it sucks when you fail. I understand how much it sucks when you lose money. I get it. 100% I get it. So what I try to do is I'm never trying to find things to talk about. I'm never trying to find things that are cool to put up on YouTube. What I'm doing is that I am documenting what is going on with me and with other people in my area, with be it electronics, be it breakables. This is going to one of my friends, by the way. This is super cool. It's for popcorn. Be it whatever categories I want to document. For example, this is why I'm opening this, and I kind of have to do a bunch of other things, but I'll probably take a chill pill, and I don't think I'll finish this till I get off the live, because there are very specific things that I need to do, and I don't want to burn it out, or I got to use my drill too, and I don't think you guys want to hear me go, the thing. But this is my new baby. This is what's going to make me money in 2025, baby. It's going to be good. Okay. This year, I'm going to stop cross-listing and focus on eBay. That is a great topic. This is one of the things that if you cross-list now, it's not a bad thing. It can be, but it's not always a bad thing. But it's also not always a good thing. Let me explain what I mean by that. And in fact, I'm going to be making a video not soon, as in not next week, but probably the week after, that, talking about cross-listing. Cross-listing is great, because why would you not want to show your product to more people, right? So you can have more chance to sell your product. The issue with cross-listing for most everybody is that they spread themselves too thin. They don't focus on one thing. Therefore, they start making a bunch of mistakes, a whole bunch of mistakes. They start selling it here, and then they sold it over here too. And now they take a hit on one of the platforms because, hey, you can't be saying that you don't have the item. You can't be saying that you lost the item, whatever, right? Cross-listing is very difficult. And I know there's cross-listing software, but that's also a big expense. In fact, I sent out a post because crosslist.com reached out and said, hey, can you make a video for us? And I said, okay, fine. And I sent them my numbers, my contract, my fee and all that. And they were like, well, they were, can you do it for this much less? And I'm like, no, I can do it for more if you want. But my brand doesn't bend for anybody. I know what I'm worth. I know what this channel is worth because of you guys, because you guys watch and you understand that everything that comes out of my mouth is true. At least, that's the relationship that we have now, I think. And I don't want to pitch just any brand for just because, I want a couple of bucks. Like, no. So first off, I'm not saying that you should get cross-list because I've never used it. And I told them, if I'm going to do this, we signed the contract. I get to use it for 30 days or 60 days, depending on what I'm seeing. And if I don't like it, I keep the deposit and I don't do the video. And that's the risk that they have to take, because I will never push any bullshit on you guys that I don't believe in or I haven't used before. The reason I do this all the time is because I use this and it's mine. I built this specifically because it helps. It reduces the amount of questions. It reduces the amount of returns. It helps with features and benefits. It helps with flaws. It just helps. That's why I always pitch my Reseller, and you guys are going to hear it for the next year or so. So for those of you like, oh my God, I already have one, bro. Stop saying it. I'm not going to stop. I'm a salesperson, bro. What do you want? And my channel is growing. I'm going to be at 10K, hopefully by the 19th, because that's when the live party is gonna happen. In fact, let's check right now. Right now I'm at, hold on. Right now, we are at 9,873. So I need 127 subs. So if you guys have other people that need to sub, please send this to them and tell them to sub, or send them any of my other videos. I would love to actually be at 10K by January 19th. Not celebrate because I'm at 99.98. I don't want to do that. I want to be at 10K. According to my calculations, I should be there right at the cusp of when it turns into the 19th, but who knows? Because people are flaky as shit. So, okay. At Suzy Q says, I'm bringing one container at a time from storage to apartment and working my way through. Great. That's a great way to do that. I've emptied about 10 tubs so far, either listed, donated, giveaway, or trash. Good for you. Don't forget that if it is clothing, I know you don't do a lot of clothing, but if it is clothing, you have to take into account the new changes for 2025 for the pre-owned excellent, pre-owned good, and pre-owned fair. What I'm doing now in the custom SKU label, by the way, so I always have the location wherever I locate it in the garage or in the warehouse. Then I have a date, and then I have my cost of goods there. I always have everything there. So now to the left of that, I'm putting in GO for good or EX for excellent. And I'm not doing fair. If it's fair, I'm throwing it away. Well, not throwing it away, but, redonating. The reason for that is because when I filter through, when this kicks in on February the 4th, then it's going to filter through EX and through GO. That way, all the EXs, I can just move them over, and all the goods, I can just tell it stay at excellent good. So it's a good way to do that. I do suggest you guys do that because you have to be proactive. We have to stop being so freaking reactive. You can't do that. You got to be proactive. Proactive people are always the one that make money over everybody else. The people that want to put in the time, the people that don't want to wait till things are handed to them, those are the ones that always make it to the top. Those are the ones that are ultra successful. Take Back America says vintage EAPG glass. I don't know what that means. Ralph Lauren purple. Stuart Weitzman. Stuart Weitzman's good. I love the shoes. Great shoes. Columbia store arbitrage. Really? Shit, that's a good one because I have a Columbia store in my outlet mall, and depends. Columbia does well, like the heavy jackets do well, the zip-off pants and the PFG, typical PFG shirts for the vented fishing shirts. But I saw that my margins weren't even 30%. I mean, I haven't done that in months, but I saw that my margins were about 20%, 28% and max sometimes. And I'm like, nah, bro, if I'm going to be at the cusp, I can't even offer discounts. I said, nah, so I just stopped doing it. And somebody requested a return. I don't know who, but it's going to wait for later. It's all right. Okay. You know what? Take Back America. I have a request. I would love to feature everything that you're saying here on a video. If you can copy paste, write them down. If you have an Excel sheet of all the best brands that you pick up, I would love to have them in my email. That way I can feature you. If you don't want to give them away, I get that too, because hey, if you do you, as long as you protect your business first, and then you with the spare time, or if you have the ability to do so, help everybody else, great. But I would love it if you can send me that to email at, hold on. It's going to be on the comments. Again, I'm not in my regular spot, so I can't put anything on the screen, but send it there, please, at resolutions@proton.me. Okay. Valores Perdidos says, a bendiciones este año 2025. Gracias. She said, shit, man, sometimes I forget how to say it in English. That everybody have a great year. Bendiciones is in behalf of Jesus Christ. There we go. Shit, man. Sometimes I forget. I am fluent, but you know what? I forget. Take Back America says, I cross list using Autoposher. Man, you are like the 5th person that says that. So Autoposher must be good, because I get that from everybody, and I think it's because it's cheap. As in, not in cheap, as in doesn't work. Cheap as in inexpensive. And if that's the case, great. I'm glad. I haven't even looked at that. I may reach out, and if it's so good that you guys are actually using it, I may reach out and tell them like, hey, you wanna get together so we can do a video specific to water posture, because if it is helping you guys, I would love for it to help everyone else, including me. I don't really cross this though, but that's just me. There's very few times that I cross this, and the one time that I cross list is when I have a product that I can replenish and I put it on Amazon, eBay, wherever else I need to, because it's my product. And of course, that's one of them. The Reseller. By the way, for those of you that don't know what this is not the size. I'll explain again whenever, if you guys ever want to know, but this is not the size that you get. This is a comically large one for my videos, because the small one is smaller. I'm gonna show you. This is the size. It's a 6-inch. So that's what you use. And I have them all right here. And as soon as I'm done with this Creality K1 Max, I'm gonna start printing again. So hopefully I won't run out, because right now I'm freaking running low already again. But that's all right. Hey, I can't complain about sales, right? Okay. At Suzy Q says, I only list on eBay and Marketplace, and all I do on Market is stuff I don't want to ship. Great. I hate Marketplace with a passion. Have I used it? Yes. Do I make money? Yes. But I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I will say it every single time for 2 reasons. Number one, because fuck Facebook. Sorry, YouTube. But I hate Facebook. Gacho. It bothers me for a lot of different reasons that we're not going to go into right now. But the second one is because people are so damn flaky. I'm always like, hey, you know what? Sure, I can meet you at X place, and I give them 3 options, at 3, at 5, or at 7. They pick one, and then, oh, something came up. Always something came up, and it's like, you know what, bro? I can't be dealing with this shit, man, because my time is very important to me, and for me to be waiting and for like $10, $15, $20, or number, it's bullshit. No, so I said, hell no. The one time that I sold a ton of stuff was ping pong tables, of all things. Ping pong tables, I sold chingos of them that I had bought in a lot. I bought a pallet full, and I bought them for like $20, and I sold a bunch of them for $125 to $150 through Marketplace. But every single person that I told to go and meet me, they met me. And why? Because those ping pong tables that I sold were way more expensive, so they didn't want to miss out. By the way, let me give you guys some advice on Facebook Marketplace. Number one, you always have to protect yourself, because there are some crazy people out there, and I have personal experience with that. I won't give you the entire story, because I really don't want to share the entire thing, but a friend of mine, got robbed at a place, and it was a place where there was a lot of people. They got robbed, and they had to draw their weapon and fire and all that. It was just insane. It was a horrible experience, and thankfully nothing happened, and they didn't recover their product, but it's fine. At least nothing happened. Everybody was safe. But you got to be real careful. This is what I recommend, and this is what I've done before. There is a place, because I have storage also. Outside of this, I have like a paid for storage that has cameras everywhere. So I always, I have a paragraph that I copy paste, and I tell them, let's meet here, because there are cameras in the front, in the back. There's always people, and it's used as where cops go and train the dogs, like the bomb sniffing dogs. So therefore, everybody's going to be safe there. And that way, if it's somebody is trying to screw me, they're like, oh shit, this guy's got his shit on lock. I'm not even going to go there, because then what am I going to do? He's going to be able to take care of himself. So from my experience, this is what happened. Most of the people that I met were women. They were women like in the 30s, and they were driving really nice cars, very good looking women. So it's like, okay, so if I'm going to meet them, they felt so secure and so good about meeting me there. And they thanked me because I told them that up front. They're like, oh man, you're not some shady character. And of course I gave them information, as in, this is my YouTube channel. This is who I am. That way they get to see my face on Facebook. And then they put it together with YouTube. It's like, well, he's not going to do anything because he's everywhere and we can find him, right? So that's just what I had to say about Facebook Marketplace. Be very careful. I'm always careful, and of course, I always got my Tracy right here, so it's all good. But whenever possible, just keep safe. All right, where were we? Woof. Suzy Q, what's up, Luigi? Saludos desde Florida Central. Where's Bruce? Bruce is out with the honeys, bro. He did brunch with him, even on a Saturday, and then he'll be back. You'll see him on Monday, though. Brucito's going to be part of my videos going forward more often. Maybe not all of them, and obviously not live, but he's going to be part of my videos because I love Bruce. And somebody talked shit about Bruce, and I was like, ¿Qué pasó, wey? This guy said, hey, can you get rid of Bruce? He's super annoying. I said, well, you are the first person out of thousands that don't like Bruce. So no, bro, I'm not changing that shit. So he unsubscribed, and I said, well, that's fine. I understand he's not for everybody, and I understand he can be annoying. I get it, but that's my thing. And if you don't like it, pues ni modo, way, you don't like it. I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to help whoever connects with my brand, connects with who I am. And I think I have a very specific brand that a lot of people will be off put by, and I don't care. That's just who I am and how I do. All I want to do is help. That's it. And of course, make money, suckers, because shit, money. This is all helpful, by the way. Thank you very much. And before I forget, give this video a like, share this with anybody that needs to see it, and tell them to subscribe because I need to get to 10K before January 19th because I don't want to be celebrating 10K when I'm not there yet. I will, but I don't want to. Okay. Let's see. Whoop, hold on. This thing always goes wrong, man. Okay, there we go. All right, Take Back America says, but it was all push all to my old inventory. All it takes is manual work out of the Poshmark. No sharing, liking, does it at all. Awesome. Talking about the cross-lister or auto posher. Great. Poshmark is also not for me. Like, you're supposed to share this, and Nambe. Once he started giving me chingos of rules, and I'm like, nah, bro, I can't do that. I'm out. And I don't think I've ever sold one thing on Poshmark. But that's okay. Back to the flipper. Thank you for the wisdom. You're very welcome. Bro, it happens. And when I say bro, I don't know if you're a woman or a man, so unless you tell me, I'm going to assume anything, whatever I want by your handle. PG says, why not the bamboo printer? So bamboo is a little more expensive there. So PG is asking about this. This is the Creality K1 Max. So I looked at both, and the bamboo is actually coming out with a new one in 2025, but I can't wait. So I'm going to get this one for now. If the bamboo is that much better for about $300 to $400 more, then I'm going to upgrade. So I'll keep this one, and it'll do some of the lower end product, or product that, not lower end, just that doesn't require so much detail or multiple colors. Because right now I don't have the box for this. This comes with a box that I can do multiple colors. Eventually I'll put it on, but I don't need that right now. It's all basic things. And the two inventions that we're making right now, which are inventions from scratch right now, they're one colored and they're awesome. The Reseller is already out, and we have two. My brother is finishing up the second one. I'm doing the third one, and we'll see how they go, and we'll see how they do. And hopefully you guys like them. And if you don't, you can always, tell me like, hey, bro, that's a stupid invention, and that's fine. Because I like feedback. I need to know if I need to keep going with something or I need to stop. Okay, where are we? By the way, the printer that I had before this was the Cheedy Plus 4, which was great, or it looked great, and then it just went out within like 10 days. So, refund. I returned it. Ni modo. Returned it. Give me a new one. And I got this one instead. And again, I haven't even plugged this in. So I have everything right here because I don't want to be doing this because this is not a channel specific to 3D printing. I don't want to ignore you guys and do this. So I just wanted to show you, and this is cool. And you guys will see it in a prior video or in a future video. But what I did want to say is this is part of my 2025 strategy. I am going to make my own line of products. I am going to keep printing. I am going to solve problems for you guys and for me in the reselling space, whether it be tools, whether it be, it doesn't matter. I just like to solve problems. I hate issues. And when I see an issue, I have to solve it. And this thing, whatever I can think of, I can make. It's just amazing. I found myself like this, looking at my resale loop, which I look at every day and I talk about every day. I was looking at it for like an hour when it was printing. Because if you think about it, this is amazing. Humanity is amazing. Look at what we can do. If you can draw something and then 3D model it and then slice it and then put it in this bitch right here, you can make it like that from one day to the next. It's insane. It's insane. And I get so excited. And some people are like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, bro, how do you not see this? How do you not get excited? Speaking of that, as a strategy for 2025, I do recommend you guys get excited about everything, because I know a lot of you are probably tired if you've been doing reselling for a long time and excitement is no longer there. And if it's no longer there, you have an issue. You got to be excited about everything that you do. And I don't mean like a crazy person, being a clown and, oh my God, hey, woohoo. No, I understand that. I understand that you're not insane. But you got to get excited about finding product, about getting somebody new to get you product, you just got to be excited. God, I have to say that because some people, man, I see them and they just look so down and so bummed out. And it's like, well, why are you doing this? Like, why don't you just go work somewhere else? Why don't you do something different? I just want to be happy, man. That's it. Big John Tech, what's up? Yo, bro, Happy New Year's. What's up, Big John? Haven't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? Happy New Year to you too, brother. And we are going. And by the way, 2025, the same as in 2024, started like shit for me. On the evening of 2024, on the 31st, my printer goes out because I was printing, and then my printer burns out. There's some other stuff happening over here, like in my business, in other parts of my business. I lost quite a bit of money, and then come the first, I get more problems, and it's like, holy crap, dude, that's gonna be the year, right? But it happened in 2024 too, and you know what? I got over it. I made up my money, and I don't care. Life is never gonna beat me. I don't give a shit what life throws at me. It's not gonna win. Never. So I said, oh man, I was pissed for a while. I was like, God damn, this is a horrible way to start. But it's a start. So I don't care. Whatever happens. So I just deal with it, and here I am. And we're still making money. I'm actually starting increasing business because I started focusing on the new product. In fact, for those of you ladies, because you guys too, but I'm assuming the ladies are going to know more about this. Check this out. This is my new category too. Not jewelry, but jewelry for sure, but it's costume jewelry. Look at that. Cute, right? It says Terra Sancta Guild 1969 Israel. I just bought this bitch today. It's nice. And then, I don't know what this was, but I said, I gotta have it. It looks old. Transylvania Railroad Fair of the Iron Horse. And that's a screw, and it's got a screw back, like an actual nut and bolt. I was like, what? That looks cool. So I'm going to start doing things like this. All right. What pew pew do you carry? A 9mm Hellcat. Awesome. It carries enough shots. It is very comfortable, and it is one of the best pistols I've carried before. So it's either the Hellcat or the SIG, the P365. One like if you're gonna be carrying every day, I recommend one of those two. And my brother carries the P365, and trust me, he is a badass. Way better with me to handle weapons because he's worked for the government for a long time, and he is very good at what he does. So I recommend those two. For those of you that wanted to know, ¿Qué onda, loco? What's up, Caleb? How you doing, G? Susie Q says, I also dislike Marketplace, but to empty the bigger, heavy stuff from my storage, I have to use it. I get it. Susie, I get it. Hey, you do you, girl. I make them meet me at the sheriff's substation. Es todo. If not, tell the sheriff, hey, bro, I'll give you $10. Come on. I'll put it on their tab. I can use your Reseller loop as a tennis racket for real. If you string this bitch up, you can put it as a number racquetball. What is it called? Racquetball? No, not racquetball. What is that new piccolo? No, what the hell? The new little rackets with the balls with the holes in them. I forgot what they're called. That's a pretty cool sport too. My papi chulo Bruce. For real, Bruce is cool, man. Thank you very much, guys. Resell loop. What is it? Oh, PG is asking. Let me show you. This thing is essentially, look. Oh, it says funny because it says, look, and thank you whoever bought it because I see on the screen. If it's one of you guys, thank you very much. If it's not, that's okay. Let me explain. It says, look, a lot of the times people don't stop pickleball. Thank you very much. That's what it was. A lot of the times people don't stop to look at your damn pictures. Whether you want to point out a benefit, a flaw, the brand, the size, the anything. They don't stop because it all looks the same. So now if I put merchandise, let me grab this. If I want to show them this and I'm like, boom, right that way. It's a cinco. These are cinco. This is very attractive and this looks like a bullseye. And trust me, this already worked. If you watch my video, it's on my channel. I forgot what I called it, but just go back and watch the launch of this. I explain exactly, and I show somebody that sent me an eBay message that they're like, "Oh shit, that's pretty cool." He's like, "That's very interesting." That they understood what I was trying to do, and it says, "Look, the people that have been using this already said, bro, it's awesome, and it's been working." I said, "Great," especially with clothing sellers right now. What's the issue with clothing sellers? We're gonna go to excellent, good, and fair. Okay, excellent. Very easy because a lot of the times customers are like, they already know it's excellent, so they won't even go through all the pics. If it's good, now they're going to be trained to look for stuff, so you can point it out real quick in the second photo. You can point at the flaw, the missing button or whatever with this. That way there is no bullshit that they say, hey, you didn't show me, I didn't know, I couldn't see it. It's like, well, ¿qué más quieres, bro? Like, I'm already using this. What else do you want me to do? Do you want me to take it to your house so you can inspect it? Like, no, my man. This is my fix for that. And I made that because I was always getting questions about things that were in my listing. And now I get very rarely do I get questions because of that. Because it looks so different than your product, whatever the product may be, that they understand, like, oh shit, what is he pointing at? What's going on? And they look at it and they're like, oh, it's a brand. Or it's the model number, especially for electronics. Electronics is like, well, I ordered the wrong remote. It's like, well, no viste way. Like, didn't I show you with this thing the model number? Like, it's not my fault after that, bro. Come on. So we're just trying to help the customer understand the process or the issues that are with your product if it's pre-owned, or you want to do the features and benefits with it. That's it. It's $12.99 and you get the 6-inch and one of these. I have a bunch of these already. The 6-inch and a 3-inch. The 3-inch is for collectibles and smaller stuff. The 6-inch is for larger anything. And I used to do a 2.75 inch. I've moved it up to 3 because 2.75 was way too small. So that's what you get for $12.99 free shipping, by the way. Okay. Let's keep going here. Where are we? Last couple weeks. So wait. There we go. Last couple of weeks looks like eBay decided to show the store. Sales went crazy. Awesome. I'm glad. You know what? The same thing for me. The last couple of weeks it went really well. Take Back America asks, how did the auction go? The auction went I was there for way too long and I didn't get enough product, but you know what? I don't even have it here. I did send a post out of a thing that I bought. It's bronze at the top with a heavy marble base that somebody was trying to help me find, and I still don't know what it is. It looks like an Olympic trophy or an Olympic something or other. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, I don't know. And I paid up for it. I paid like $80 for it. But bronze statues for me have done really well in the past. And I have it up for $700 or $799 right now. And I'm going to see. And I'm going to put it up on auction. Not today. Today's Saturday. Tomorrow. I'm going to put it up on auction tomorrow and see how it does for 1 week. Because I honestly, I don't know exactly what it is. If you guys go to my channel, look at the posts, like not the video, like not the shorts or the the long format videos, but post, like as in written post. I put a picture there. If you could help me figure out what that is, I would love it. It's in the in the warehouse, and I don't want to go get it right now because I don't want to leave you guys. But if you guys can help me with that, I would definitely appreciate it. Luigi answered. PG, thank you very much. Thank you very much for helping me out with that. Metal detecting with CZ Kid, man. That is a long name, bro. Metal detecting with CZ Kid says costume jewelry wife does, man. You can make some crazy money for real. My girl went with me and she's like, "Oh, this will sell for like 80 bucks." I'm like, "What the? It's not even silver, it's not gold, but sometimes it's just so pretty and it's so well known by like certain artists or makers that now I'm understanding like, okay, stop talking shit about the costume jewelry and start understanding why they're paying this much. So now I have to get into the mindset of the woman that buys that so I can start buying that way because they don't take up a lot of space. I'll show you other ones. Well, this isn't costume jewelry, but I have belt buckles that has a little fish on it. I have these are bracelet hangers, like charms. I love these. They're pewter, and I have access to pewter from Mexico, and I have access to all types of pewter, and there are different ways of making it or malleabilities and shininess. So Mexico is huge on pewter. I have so much access to that. So I said, okay, maybe that's one of the categories that I need to start getting into when I start getting into new categories. Okay, metal detecting says I carry XDM 40. Ah, bro, I have the XDS 45. I don't have it with me. That's not what I carry anymore because honestly, it was hurting my back. This is hurting my back. This is why I don't open carry. By the way, I open carry on video. So to remind everybody that we should all carry because it is our right to. So for those people that always that because I get people that talk shit. Oh, you guys, you think you're all this, you think you're all that. I'm like, dumbass. That's not why I'm doing it. It's a reminder to exercise your right to carry. That's it. I never open carry. I actually conceal carry. But I do outside the waistband because honestly, it was hurting my back. And I went to the doctor. He's like, bro, it's 2 pounds. He's like, what the hell did you expect was going to happen? So I started open carrying. It took a little bit of the pressure off. But now I don't know. I mean, it still hurts. So I'm going to have to figure something else out without decreasing my safety, the way that I protect myself. So we'll see. Let's see. Okay, PG, awesome idea and very useful. It is very useful. Thank you very much. I've been wanting to do something like that for a while, and of course, when I released it, people gave me a lot of feedback. As in, add this, add that, change this, change that. This, as of now, it's staying like this. I'm not going to change it because there's a lot of other things that I need to focus on, and this is already out, and it's a product that works. If I do make some changes, because I am doing a 2.0 version, I don't know when it's going to release. I'm not sure yet. I will eventually release it, but who knows? Take Back America says, I just sold a 48 count Depends diapers. I picked those up at the bins cheap for sure. I actually have some diapers too. I just moved them from here to the warehouse. They sell super fast. Just be careful selling the ones that, I mean, if you buy them somewhere, then you're good. But if somebody starts giving you stuff, or like if it's a personal transaction between two people, and if it's things that they get for free from the government, be careful with that. Because it's like when people try to sell their EBT, their food stamps, bro, like huge deal. So just be careful with that. Got to give you a heads up. Brand naming custom jewelry helps a bunch too. Yes, it does. I conceal carry, keep it in need to know basis. Same here. Obviously, you guys know, but when I'm out and about, unless you know me from my channel, you would never know. Because I don't want to be the first target out there. Although, I mean, this will probably make me a target, but that's all right. You know, I don't care anymore. Susie Q says, I don't care anymore because I am so unhealthy. Someone can disarm me and hit me with my own gun. Oh, I'm sorry about that. But I understand. Metal detecting says, resale is the look for sale in your store. Yes. You know what? Hold on. Let me add the link. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Oh, you know what? I'll probably put the link here. That way you can just get it from here. I sold. I think I maybe I have 4 or 5 sell today. Somebody bought a 2-pack. Well, let me share the link. Where is it? Give me a second. Let me get it. By the way, I do thank you guys for getting on. I know that it's Saturday and a lot of people have a lot of things to do, and so do I. But I wanted to comply with everybody asking me to get on and do more lives. So I said, no problem. I will do more lives so you guys have more access to me and you guys get to talk to me and whatnot. There we go. It's in the description or it's in the comments. And in fact, I'll put it in the description probably as well. I usually pre-do that, but again, this was impromptu. The next big live, and I consider a big live when I do it in my office where everything's set up and the entire day is all about the live. I don't do anything else other than prepare for you guys to give you the best possible. It's not that this isn't good, but this is not as, I'm not as prepared as I normally am. Like I said, with the big lives. There we go. I also put it in the description. I'll do a short link later, but just so you guys know. Okay, I'm gonna if you guys have more questions about 2025, about reselling strategies, ask me now, because if not, I'm gonna get off because I need to put this on and I need to start printing on this sucker. I'm already down to very few resell loops, so I gotta start printing again. I'll probably do 40 or 50 units within the next couple of days. That way I can have them up and going. Do they have vintage clothing at the auction or just hard goods? Only hard goods, Take Back America. They used to do clothing, but there's not enough money. There just isn't. But I have access to John McClellan, that's his name. sm-auction.net, by the way, if you guys want to know. Hold on. Let me put him up here because I do love his auction, and it is, you can get stuff hella cheap. If you guys are in the San Marcos, Texas area, I left it in the comments, sm-auction.net. He is having another one on Martin Luther King Day, which is, I believe, the 19th or the 20th, or I don't know. It's a Monday, 19th or 20th of this month. Oh, you know what? In fact, I have a calendar right here. Hold on. On the 20th, because, oh yeah, because the 19th is my live. Duh. So on the 20th, he's having another one. It's a great place, and I have access to him. So sometimes when he must pick up clothing as part of like the contract, then he calls me like, "Hey, Damien, you want this?" And it's like, "Bro, just take the whole lot for $100." And you're talking about a lot more than $1 a piece. You know, he's giving me 300 or 400 or whatever pieces. So sometimes it works. Sometimes it's a bunch of shit that I have to go throw away. So basically, I'm paying him to go do work. But you know, that's the gamble. You got to do that sometimes for people because eventually they'll help you out in return. The Tank Rodriguez says, I have one question. Give me a sec. No problem. Take Back America says, I'm in Claiborne, not far from you. I want... Ooh, awesome. You know what? Go on Martin Luther King Day. If you go, hit me up. I'm there. I'm chair number 82 because I have specific chairs that are already tagged. Since we've been going for years, we have VIP status, sucker. And you get to sit in the back. No, but I have an aisle seat and these guys already know me. So just come and say hello. And let's see if we can find some good stuff. At the Tank Rodriguez says, never mind. I think I figured it out. Sorry about that. It's all good, brother. Ask anyways, because maybe somebody else wants to know what the hell you just figured out. And then metal detecting. Thank you. Resolutions. No problem. Just ordered the look. Thank you very much. Be under AA and DJ Marketplace. Awesome. Thank you. I'll make sure that you get it. You will also get a... Hold on. Let me show you. This is what it comes with. It's not a QR code to steal your information. So when you scan it, it'll take you to the video about how to use it. And like the original video of the Reseller. I put that in every different or in every pack. Because not everybody has seen that video. They're picking it up later after something else. Okay, Tank says, but also San Marcos, I'm in Comfort, not too far from either. Awesome. If you guys can go, because I am going to be there during Martin Luther King Day, come and say hello. and we will, and see if you can beat me. I do have quite a bit to spend, so hey, if you want something and you have more money than me, go for it. Go for it. Try to take it. Bidding wars are always fun. No, but I'm messing around. If you guys want something, hey, we can always be like, hey, bro, let me just have it. It's fine. I'll let it go. I'll ask. So I have the basic store about to hit my limit to avoid insertion fees for eBay. I should upgrade my store. Yes and no. Let me explain. Because I got like 10 emails from as soon as I started doing the Posse members. By the way, joining the Posse, it's only $3 and you get additional content that nobody else sees. It can be $3, $5, or $10. You're helping the channel grow. That's it. But you do get additional content. So it's not like I'm giving you all this shit in Excel files. I'm not doing that. But you are helping me grow, and you get additional content, which is raw, unedited on Thursdays. But I did get a bunch of emails from my subs, and they were asking like, hey, when should I upgrade? When should I upgrade? And I said, look, if it costs you $20 to upgrade and your insertion fees are less than that, then don't upgrade until your insertion fees are more than that. Your Reseller loop just came through, by the way, your sale. Thank you. So you only upgrade until you're done with all of your listings plus $20 in insertion fees or whatever the case. I don't know how much the store costs. Honestly, I haven't looked at what I pay, but I pay for the bigger one. So I think I pay like $70 a month. But for example, so if after insertion fees you're paying $18.50, why the hell would you get a store? Okay, no, let me retract that. Let me take that back. The good thing about getting a store is that you get a credit to get tape and boxes and whatever you can get with it. So that might be it, because essentially you're not paying for it. So if you're buying that stuff anyways, but now you're getting it for free because you're getting the credit, then it just makes sense. If you get the store, you also get back end, like the back end look that allows you to do a lot more things with advertising, with marketing, with pulling reports, with things like that. So maybe that's the way to go. But if you're just specifically looking at it logically, then if you're not selling more than $18 worth of insertion fees, then don't stop. Just wait. I hope that makes sense. I'm a logical dude, and numbers work really fast in my head. So sometimes I make sense, sometimes I don't. Okay, Metal Detecting says, thank you. Be sending in my model numbers. Great. I resell electronics. Awesome. I do use it for my model numbers. Trust me, it works. Also, what you can do is, this is a good one for you not to get scammed. It's also coming up in one of my videos. Grab these serial number stickers from Amazon. They're cheap as shit. They're like a big ass pack of stickers that are just some random serial numbers that if you try to remove them, it'll void. So what you do is that in the picture, put the look. That'll be the second one. Put the look where it says serial number. And then they're like, oh shit, he's got a serial number, because the guys that try to screw you will undo the electronics. They'll take all the guts out, and then they'll send you back the bad ones. At least you have more ammunition to fight against them. And trust me, it works. Does it work for everything? No. Can you prove that they didn't get into it? No, of course you can't prove it. But the point is that you're trying to minimize the scammers, because if they say, if the scammer says, holy shit, this guy put his own serial number, so if I try to peel it off, I can't put it back on. And if it's different than the pictures and eBay is not going to side with me, then I'm screwed. Let me not screw him. Let me go to the other electronic seller that's a dumbass and doesn't do anything to take care of himself. That's what I do, by the way. And I made a video about cleaning VCRs. There was chingos of people. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh my God, you're like in the worst, you're in the worst category. VCRs always get returned. VCRs always do this. DVDs, Blu-rays, and Onkyo players and receivers and chingos in my mind. I said, okay, how come, seriously, like how come it only happens to you? How come it only happens to the punks that keep crying about it? And it's like, have you ever thought about it? Like maybe you sold 1,000 items and 2 of them got returned, and you're just focusing on the two, because I don't get that. And I do sell electronics. I don't sell as much as I used to, for sure, but I don't think that's the case. And I also think that the sales always overpower the returns as of now, the returns and the scamming. But I'm just a positive person. It's like, bro, I'm tired of people always trying to be so goddamn negative, always negative. And it's like, bro, you made $100,000 and you're complaining that you lost $1,000. No mames. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, why can't you say something like, you know what? I only lost $1,000 because I made 100. Woo! Fuck. Shit like that bothers me, by the way. And I have to deal with this all the time because obviously I'm on YouTube, but chingao. I'm just trying to keep everybody positive because I've lost a ton of money before. And I've been screwed before. And so what? So what? Last year in the beginning of 2024, I lost 30% of my business. My entire umbrella. I was pissed for half a day and then I got over it. And then I made my money back and some. So stay positive and don't listen to all those naysayers, man. It's all bullshit. Okay, let me go here. Hold on. Tank says, yeah, I'm listing cards, so I'm listing about 100, 200 a day. Damn, yeah, for sure. That's a lot easier to list when you're doing cards. If you are doing a whole bunch, look into getting a scanner. I don't know if you have a scanner yet, but looking into getting the scanner. They don't fold the cards. As of right now that I've seen, it keeps the cards intact. So nothing happens to them. And it just, instead of taking pictures by hand, I don't know how you're doing it, but the scanners work really well. But spend money on the scanners. PG says, how do you omit the shipping cost from showing on the eBay standard envelope? Oh, I'm not sure. Mine, I never show any on mine. No, I don't know. That's a good question. I might have to steal that for my what the FAQ for next week, because that's the case. And sorry, bro, you're not part of the posse. But that's a good question. When I get a legit answer, I'll put it into one of the videos. So just keep watching the videos and I'll put it in there. But there's always a place where you can omit all that information in the back end, because I know that it asked me if I want to put whatever I paid for the tag, and I don't want to do that. Because why? It just creates problems with people, man. You're screwing me. You're getting $2 extra, and it's like, okay, bro. There's got to be a way, but right now, honestly, I don't remember. Great idea. Security serial number and metal detecting. It really is, bro. And I've done a similar video on this, but I'll just tell you now, I'm going to be redoing an old video with new information this year about scamming, and that's going to be on it. And a lot of people talk shit. Oh, man, what is that going to do? They're still going to steal it. How can you prove it? And it's like, look, man, it's the same way, the same reason. And I used to work retail. While retailers put tags on your pants that don't do shit, you can just go and clip them. De volada, you can cut them. But what it does do is that it at least prevents some people from screwing someone else. It is a deterrent. That's all you're doing. You're trying to not be the victim up front. You're trying to be like, hey, if you're going to screw me, we're going to get into it, bro. And I'm not going to take it laying down. That's all you're doing. Okay, great idea. Thank you. I quit printers. They kept coming back. At first time it was great. Then suddenly they were coming back. Yeah, that's for sure. So I've had issues with printers, but not as much as you'd think. I'll give you a heads up for printers. Sell the tray and sell the electronics, the faces. These have to be the bigger printers, the ones that are more expensive, but sell the touchscreens. Trust me, there's a lot of money in that. I have one in there that's a $600 printer that I don't even want to test. And if I do test it and it would work, I would make $600 on it. But I don't have time for that shit. So I'm going to sell the trays and the face, and I'm going to make about $200. And I bought that printer for $10 because nobody wanted to test it. So the trays, the electronics, sometimes, of course, if there's ink in it, and things that you can remove easily, like the little legs. Sometimes there's little legs at the bottom, especially for printers that are this size. You can sell those because they get wonky, and especially the fast printers for business, lawyers' offices, doctors' offices, they use them all the time. So FYI, don't be just getting rid of shit. Like, part them out. Sometimes you can make a lot of money with the parts. And Mark Doyle says, just ordered. Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you very much for the Reseller purchase. I am going to be doing another Reseller video talking about the reviews and stuff, because I really think that it's going to help a lot of the problems that are coming up with the apparel, with AFA or apparel, footwear, and accessories. This saves you from a lot of issues. At least that's what we're hoping. But, customers, sometimes they're still idiots. They just look at one picture and then they go. But you are at least trying to do your best possible to minimize those issues. Carol Percy says, definitely need more green names in here. For real, bro. Thank you very much. Carol Percy is talking about becoming a member of the Posse. It starts at $3 per month. Where else can you where else can you get a lot of extra content speaking about a lot of extra shit for that price? Almost nowhere. And again, you guys, when you become part of the Posse, you get extra content, but essentially you're helping me grow the channel so we can help other people. And when communities get bigger and bigger, we can ask questions to each other about what's going on. I don't want to get screwed. Do you know anything about electronics? And so on and so forth within comment sections and things, right? I don't have Discord. I don't have any of that because I don't want to do that. It's a pain in the ass. And then I have to watch out with people, fighting and doing all that. And I'm like, nah, bro, like, I don't want to be that guy, because I just be like, hey, I'm just going to kick everybody out. Because I don't deal well with shit like that. It's like, bro, if you're going to be fighting like a little bitch, like, you're going to get kicked out. That's it. Just deal with it quickly and swiftly. But if you guys are interested, click the join button down below. It is omitted. PG says, it is omitted on my regular shipping labels. I have been selling on eBay platform since 2001. Okay. Well, you know what? Let me see if I can help you with that, though. If not, I will try and reach out. Not today. It'll probably be on Monday. Monday is not, it's a very busy day, but I'm in the office a lot of the day. So I'll try to do that and see if we can get a fix for you. The tank says, at PG, on the computer, when you go to the ship the envelope, you'll see where it says show postage, cost, and label, and you can change it to yes or no. You have to click on the edit. Okay, awesome. Maybe somebody found it already. Wait. It doesn't give me that option. I have to click yes or no regular labels, but it's an option for the eBay standard envelope. Okay, it's because you're talking about only the standard envelope. It might just be because it's an envelope. Who knows? And Tank says printer head. Yes, the printer heads too. That's a lot more intricate. So if you don't know what you're doing, so we know what we're doing, but if somebody else is listening here and you're like, oh, I want to take this stuff apart. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not good with your hands, don't even try it, because it's going to take you way too long for the amount of money that's going to come in. I already do this because that's just who I am. I love messing with stuff like this, but that's just me. E111 says, new subscriber here. Appreciate your positive, optimistic outlook and humor. I'm motivated this new year. Let's go, Batu! Hey, I'm always positive, man, because at one point in my life, I was very negative. I was in a bad place, and now I know why. It's because I was working for someone else, and I had to deal with shitbags all the time. People that were idiots, and middle management always like, oh, I'm middle management, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. And even though they were wrong or dumb, I had to deal with it, and I'm like, nah, bro, and I was just so unhappy. Now that I'm doing my own thing, I just stay positive all the time. I love doing. Look at this. This is what I'm working right now. This is what I'm doing. I'm working. It's like, bro, this is freaking awesome. I love it. This is what I do. And I'm like, man, my mom, I was talking to her about this, and she's like, you look so much happier. And I said, Mom, if this is what I got to do for a living and I do it well, like, come on, man, this is great. This is insane, man. I really am really happy about this. I'm following my dream. Finally, at 42 years old. I've been following my dream since I was 13 when I first started my first business. 7 of them failed. The 8th one is doing well. 7 failures, by the way. So for those of you that are like, oh, I've been doing this for 2 years and you can't do it anymore, chill out. Just keep fucking going and stop complaining. Because I had 7 businesses fail on me, and I lost all of my life savings from what I made when I was in my 20s. And I didn't give a shit. I don't care. I didn't care if it took me till I was 100 years old, but I was going to make it happen. I talked about this in my video on Thursday. Oh, that's funny. Tank, thank you very much, bruh. I saw you. Thank you very much for becoming a supporter. Caliber 380, baby. Welcome to that. FYI, on Wednesdays, I send out a post. You get to ask me 2 questions that I deep dive on Thursdays. And they're unedited, unscripted, no ads. It's just for Posse members only. And we go through everything. And it doesn't have to be reseller related or not. It can be whatever. People ask me all kinds of shit. This past week, they asked me what superpowers I would pick because I love Superman. What superpowers I would pick, and if I was gonna fight these like evil characters. It was a great time. I had so much fun, and then I talk about other things. I talk about my own topic, and I talk about whatever it is that you guys want to talk about. Wherever I can help, I will help. Okay. Let me see where we're at. This is my first time on here. Been selling for a while. Seems like a community I want to be a part of. Glad I found you all. It says Tank. Thank you very much, brother. I'm glad too. For the most part, people are very positive here. And when they're not, I'm like, okay, I'll put you on one of my videos on not this Monday, but eventually I'll get back to this. But when I do What Sold videos, I do a segment called Who Be Talking Shit? Because people talk shit to me all the time. So it's like, sí, culero, órale. Like, all right. So I grab their comment, I put it on the screen, and I talk shit back to them because people think they can just say something and they just, oh, like, this is so fun. And then they just, go on with their life. And if they want to do that, fine. But expect some resistance when you're just trying to be mean. When you are talking shit because I am wrong or something's like you just didn't like something, I'll have a conversation with you all day long. And we'll go back and forth in a respectful manner. When you're talking shit to hurt just because you're just being a douche, bro, expect that. I'm going to put you on there and people laugh all the time and they go to they specifically go for there because they're like, oh man, this is so funny. And it's like, hey, if you're going to be doing that, expect somebody to retaliate. And I'm never trying to fight anybody, by the way. I'm never trying to start any drama, but I just want to make sure that people understand that there's a difference between trying to have a productive conversation and just saying bullshit just to get under my skin. It's a big difference. Okay, where are we? Lauren Rocha said, new subscriber here. I love your channel and how you are so willing to help new resellers like me. I am glad. And I do this year. The public is going to get a lot more newbie related content. And the Posse members are going to get more advanced content. So that's not to say that I won't give advanced content to the public. But specifically, I'm focused on like that because the public, a lot of other people that are new are finding my channel. So I need to make sure that I cover all the things that I've covered already for people that have been watching me for a long time. It just makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense to you, pues ni modo, bro. Like, that's just what I'm going to do. And then the Posse members get more advanced content. Like, I'm going to start talking about Amazon for those that want to, because I have talked about that before, but it's just crazy and hard for some of you. So I said, okay, let me just give it to the Posse because I don't want to alienate my viewers. So I said, okay, I'll do it to the Posse. And they really liked it because now they know how to ship to FBA, how hazardous materials work, things like that has nothing to do usually with newbies that just want to go to garage sales and thrift stores and sell like that. So I want to do that for you. And if I can do that for you, I would love to. And I would definitely love to keep doing that. Lauren says, about your Reseller this past weekend. I'm excited to use it. Much love and appreciation. Thank you very much. Thank you for helping my business. JF Gibson 73 says, I need an idea for a question stupid enough so that I can get on Who Be Talking Shit for real, bro. I remember you asked me one. His was not in a bad way. I think I put you on one and it wasn't in a bad way. It was just because it was funny. Sometimes I do the funny ones too. But anyways, hey, ask whatever, bro. It's all good. I am going to be getting back to the what solds, but I'm not going to do them weekly anymore. It's just one of those videos that sometimes I don't find it fun. If you guys find value in it, let me know and I will do more. But I think I want to do it once a month and I will look at all the different products that I sold that month to show you the good ones and then all the bullshit. Like, stop buying this and start buying this. So I'm not sure, but I think I want to do it once a month. But we'll see because a lot of the viewers drive the channel, especially the Posse members. If the Posse members start asking, like, hey, can you do this, this, and that? Like, bro, if it's all of you, then, you know, you're giving me your hard-earned money. I will definitely comply. But it is my channel, sucker, so I'll do what I want. But I do take everybody's recommendations and thoughts into my planning. My planning sessions. Behind this camera is my board. I already have 3 months planned out of videos, and the videos can move, but I have 3 months of videos already planned out, and I have about a month and a half to 2 months scripted already, done and ready to go. I just they need to be shot and edited. That's how most of them work, by the way. Unless I'm doing this. This is obviously not scripted. Just sharing about my channel. Okay, I have been on here for a while, and I love spending time with you guys, but I want to make sure that my battery doesn't run out because that's not plugged in because my headphones are on. Okay, Take Back America says, do you have contacts for bulk clothing, jackets, things like that? I used to, but the contacts were good at the beginning. The clothing was good, and then it turned to shit because I was buying by packs, like when they packed like 500 pounds worth or 200 pounds or whatever the pounds, right? I think it was 500 pounds that I used to buy. And it turned to shit, and I was like, "Nambe, bro." And like I bought the last one that I bought out of like 1,000 garments. I used maybe 200, and I said, "Bro, you want me to dispose of 800 garments and use 200 of them?" Like, oh, nambe. So I just stopped doing that. And as of right now, no, because my focus is on the 3D printing, and my contacts for wholesale have nothing to do with clothing. It's health and beauty. For example, I showed this to my Posse members this week. Wild Root Gel comes from Mexico, and this is one of the staples that I've been selling since 2000 and who knows? I don't remember, like 15, I think, maybe earlier, maybe 2009. Anyways, the Wild Root is one of those, and those are my big wholesale plans. That's so what you guys see here, like the eBay store. That's not where all of my money comes from. Because it would be, I would need a lot larger store to live the way that I live. And, you know, I have a bunch of stream of income. So it's wholesale, it's e-commerce, which includes eBay, Amazon, and it includes this now. 3D printing is going to be another leg because this is a completely different way to approach business. And then I'm getting into other things like, for example, YouTube is now another stream of income. And then I'm getting into marketing because of this. Marketing other products from other companies that reach out, but as of now, I haven't liked anybody. Other 7 companies reached out. 5 of them were an automatic no because it was a bunch of Chinese bullshit that I didn't want to sell. Because I said, fuck no, especially Temu. I said, hell no, this bunch of bullshit. So I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And the other ones were because they didn't provide enough value for you guys. So I said no, because I never want to pitch something that I don't believe in, because then you guys wouldn't trust me. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. So as of right now, I haven't found anybody. Crosslist is the closest one because I know that their program works, but I haven't done it yet. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. So FYI. Okay, JP says, receive my Reseller. Genius idea. You're a really smart dude and funny too. Thank you very much. I do what I can. My brother, by the way, my younger brother, my middle brother, sorry, my little brother. I'm the middle one. My little brother is way smarter than me, bro. His IQ, I swear, man, if he got tested, boom. He has a lot of the ideas. This one was mine because I do this and he doesn't. He does real estate, which is going to be my next stream of income. Whatever we make here, we'll go into real estate. But my brother's a really smart dude, and he's the one that helps me do all this. He does the slicing. That means that he does. So I draw it. We create it into a file, and then he's the one that sets the parameters so that this bitch can print properly. And then he just sends it back. And we've been in business for a long time. I love my brother, man. He is one of the smartest dudes that I've ever met. And I'm not just saying that because he's my brother. I would tell you if he would be an idiot. But he's not. He's really smart. And he is the one that has booklets and booklets of ideas that we are going to be releasing. 3 of them, we were late to the game. and somebody beat us on that. Man, I wish I could tell you, but you know what? I can't share a lot of information on that, but eventually you guys will know. All right, let me take a couple of more questions and then we're going to be gone because that's going to be it. And let's see. Susie, I'm going to get off here because my death pile just won't list itself. I know. Susie, thank you very much as always. If you find those patterns for my girl, please let me know. Email me if you do have them because she does want them, and they can't be costumey. They have to be practical clothing so she can make it. She knows what I'm talking about because we were emailing back and forth. PG says, thanks, loved your live show. I got to go to the grocery store. Thank you very much. And the post office. Thank you very much for joining. See you later. Take Back America says, I'm definitely going to have to link up with you. I use to sell on Amazon FBA. Wanted to get back to Amazon. Great. Sounds good. The first thing I would tell you is that you can definitely send me an email, resolutions@proton.me. I'll get to it when I get to it. I got to say that because I try to do it twice a week that I get on and make sure that everybody you guys get responses. If you do become part of the posse, you can always ask me questions on Wednesdays and I'll answer whatever you need there. So everybody, thank you very much for joining me. As always, give this video a like, share this with anybody that needs to see it. And before we go, of course, bro, why are you always late? Jay Free, another great vid. Oh, I don't know if you were late. I don't know how much of it you saw because I didn't see you in the comments. I'm already talking trash, right? Anyways, give this video a like, share this with anybody that needs to see it. And let's get to 10,000 suckers because I want to celebrate 10K subs. Damn it. Everybody, cheers. Today's water because I'm working and there's no alcohol right now. It would slow me down and I would probably shock myself when I start messing with this thing. So, glad I found her channel, says E11. I had to get too busy too. Thank you very much. Everybody, peace out. See ya. Oh shit, where's my off button? Puta madre. Can never see it on this one.